everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone Light. My name is Ramses, and let's get started. So first off, before we cover anything else, I just want to say sorry if the audio is a little bit weird again today. I'm still in the process of moving right now, and I'm recording in a space where I don't normally record, so the audio might be a little echoing weird. I'm not really sure. Probably not as bad as the last episode, though. So anyways, moving forward. My base probably looks a little bit different, as you can see. We've got a different, it's the same shape. Like if I show you in here, you can see it's the exact same shape that it was last time, but it's different blocks now. I have gone through and I've replaced all that wood with mostly a block called factory block, which you can make with stone and iron, just like this. And then you can use a chisel on it and it can look like, well, any of this stuff down here. There's actually loads of different options. You can see we're using, I think, this one and this one and this one for the most part. And you can see it has this really nice connected texture on this weird kind of like maroon and gold one, which I thought would be really, really cool. I thought I wanted, see, the issue is that the whole idea is that we're stranded in this kind of like spacey kind of like sci-fi environment on this like weird mushroom island. I thought it was really strange to have oak wood as our base, so I wanted it to look a little bit more sci-fi. So I did this, and then I added this block right here as well, which is called Skystone, or rather Skystone brick slab. And this is from, I guess it's from the mod Applied Energistics 2. You can see it in my what am I looking at up at the top of the screen right now. I'm not really sure what this block is made to be used for. I just kind of I thought it was kind of pretty. I might get rid of it though, and mostly the reason why I'm thinking about getting rid of it is because whenever I stand on it, the sky goes dark. And I don't know why. I've tested it with other slabs, like a cobblestone slab, and this doesn't happen. Honestly, I have no idea why this is the case, but every time I walk over it, the sky goes dark like this. And so you can see my sky getting dark and then light and then dark and then light. It's pretty weird. I don't really know why that's the case. So I may get rid of this. It would take me a while because this stuff actually takes a long time to mine out. But like you can see, if I try to mine this, the progress is pretty slow. We're not even halfway done yet. You can see my progress bar at the top. Anyway, I'm not actually going to try to mine that right now. A couple other changes that I made. I turned these to stone barrels. I think I put the wooden barrels probably somewhere. Yeah, the wooden barrels are right here. Yeah, I changed these to stone barrels mostly just because after I got rid of all that oak wood, it looked really awkward to have all this wood over here. So I made these stone. Unfortunately, the sieves have to be wood. There are no stone sieves. But I did upgrade these to iron stiffened meshes. I know we had some flint stiffened mesh in the last episode. Well, now we have iron stiffened mesh because I've been doing, between episodes, a whole bunch of sieving. Let's actually go look at the chest where I'm keeping all the stuff that we're getting from sieving stuff. Sieving sand and dust and gravel. Getting all this stuff. This is the stuff we're like directly getting from there. And then these are the ingots we've been able to make and actually throw into our furnace. So you can see we're actually doing pretty good on iron now. I don't think we have much more in here. This stuff's probably all mostly what it already was. Oh, this is a chest I added mostly just for our different factory blocks and other like aesthetic blocks that I wanted to use that weren't like, you know, wood, right? This chest is just for wood. And this is some of the stuff I was getting from sieving dirt, right? When I was still trying to make cobblestone this way. And then here's all of our factory blocks that I made. And this is the chisel. And I guess real quick, I'll actually show you. I'll take a couple of, well, I'll take about half this stone right here. And you can see if I open up the chisel, if I use the chisel, then I can put an item in here and then it gives me a choice of what I can make out of it. So you can see I made some of this stuff actually already. I have some of it made from cobblestone and some of it made from stone. They actually look pretty similar. In fact, I'll actually show you because this is pretty interesting. They're a little bit different. You see the stone one is a little smooth and the cobblestone one is just a little bit messier. But by and large, they're pretty much the same texture. I'm not really sure which one I want to use or even where I'm going to use it, but I just liked the look of it, so I made some of that. The chisel itself is pretty easy to make. I can actually show you really quick. It's just a stick and an iron ingot. So that's pretty easy. Um, and I used that to make all these factory blocks, and I really like it. I think that our base is starting to look significantly cooler now. Other things that I did while you guys have been gone, you'll notice in my hotbar I now have applesauce. And applesauce is really easy. You just take apples and actually here, I'll make some and I'll show you guys real quick because it's super easy. So I've got some apples now. I take my apples and I take this pot. This pot is from Pam's Harvest Craft. And if I put apples in the pot in the crafting table, they make applesauce. And the pot doesn't get used. It doesn't even have durability. So I just keep that in my inventory. And whenever I need more food, I go make some apples. And the reason why is because apples don't have great saturation. But if you look right here, this gives me 3 haunches of hungerback and a bunch of saturation. So it's a much superior food to just regular apples. You'll see the other thing that I have in my inventory right now is an iron wand. And this thing I mostly got because when I was like sieving a bunch of gravel and stuff, the cool thing about an iron wand, it's for building. I can just go like this and place a bunch of blocks. I could even do more. I can do like, 5 at a time or whatever. I didn't really need to place that many right now. Now I have to mine them up because I don't actually want to be sieving these right now or hammering them. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys that is another mod that I started using. And the iron wand is made really simple. The iron wand is just made with sticks and iron just like this. And it's great. You can make a diamond wand as well. There's other types of wands that you can make. And it's a pretty convenient thing to have as far as building like simple shapes. And so when I was laying down a bunch of cobblestone in order to hit it with a hammer, I would use the wand to lay it all down. That's pretty convenient, and I liked that. Anyways, that is most of what we did in between episodes. I've made some other plans for what I want to do, but haven't actually done much of it yet. There was a couple quests that I accidentally finished, and I got a loot chest for finishing quests. I don't remember which quest it was now. I'll look later. And the other thing is I killed an enderman and got an epic loot bag. So at the top of this episode, what I wanted to do real quick was actually open this stuff up. We got an Ingvar hammer with 10 attack damage. That's actually fantastic. We don't really have a good weapon yet because none of the stuff we have is really good for weapons. So that'll be a good addition. And then let's see what's in our epic loot bag. Some powered rail and some redstone. Cool, I guess. I'm going to put the... I guess I'll put those in here for now. You can see we have lots of kind of like random loot right now. A nebulous heart and a gas charm and... God, who knows what else. Okay, well... I'm going to put that Ingvar hammer in our inventory. This will be our weapon for now. I don't even know what mod pack this is from. Well, so who knows? This thing's pretty cool, actually. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do with it exactly, but it's a cool little weapon. So I guess we'll use it as a weapon for now because it does a fair amount of attack damage. In this episode, you can see it's getting nighttime right now, but in this episode, let's actually talk about what we want to get done. So I need to sort out my storage because I have like a couple chests over here and a couple chests over here of just random crap, and I need to make this a lot nicer. And that's what actually this platform is for. I think I may have mentioned that in the previous episode. I want to start using the mod storage drawers in order to get better storage capacity and just a little bit more organization to our life here. Because right now we're a little bit cluttered. So yeah, that's definitely my goal. Oh, also, I thought I'd show you this real quick. We are like maxed out on cobblestone storage space right now. We are producing so much cobblestone, which is great. And you can see we've got some lava in here as well. Oh, I didn't mention this. This is a well from Pam's Harvest Craft. It's super easy to make. It's just stone of any kind and iron on the sides. And it is an infinite water source. I can just run up to this with a bucket and fill this with water, and it's much easier than having water sitting somewhere. Also, you notice we have 2 Enderman heads now, because I have been finding more Endermen spawning over here, so that's been something that happens. Evidently, you can only sleep at night. That's what I'm hearing right over here. Anyway, let's actually take a look at this. So, storage drawers. Actually, before we do that, let's actually make a basic drawer. Right here. Basic drawers. It's a chest and 6 pieces of wood. So all of our wood is over here. Let's actually make that real quick. And let's actually talk about what storage drawers is and how it works. Okay, so I'm just making the chest right now. And then I need these 6 pieces of wood like this. And we make a basic drawer. I think, yeah, we should get a quest from this. So let's actually open up our quest book and take a look at that. What is this? Barrels and clay? I guess we never made clay. I'm pretty sure we did that, actually. Oh, it wants us to make 4 blocks of clay. Well, we'll have to do that as well. Anyways, storage drawers. 1 block storage is the thing. So let's actually claim this chest real quick, and then we'll talk about what we got. Flask of adrenaline. Great. That's not that useful. Okay, so anyway, this is a basic drawer from the mod storage drawers. And the way this works is I can take an item, and I just threw all that cobblestone here. Now, if I click on it, I get about 1 block every time I click, or if I shift click, it should give me a stack, but I don't have a stack. I have 33, and I can, you know, click as many as I want, or shift click to get a whole stack, and it's just this can hold, like this drawer, I'm pretty sure can hold, here, let's think. I actually don't know. I think it's like 32 stacks of 1 item, right? So this chest, it's not a chest, it's a drawer, can hold 32 stacks of cobblestone, and then it'll be full. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can make, let's actually look. You can make a drawer that has 2 drawers in it, in which case you can hold 16 stacks per drawer. So you can hold 2 items, but half as many of each item, because your total is still only 32 stacks per block, right? And in this one, it is 8 stacks per drawer. So we can hold 8 stacks of whatever we put in something like this. Now, this is a really cool mod, except for the fact that this is a sci-fi world, and this looks like wood, you know? So I made this drawer just so we could get the quest, but actually, we're going to be using framed drawers in order to make drawers that look a little bit different. So let's look at framed drawers, which look like this, right? Which you make with sticks instead of wood. And then you can also make the ones a 1x2 drawer or a 2x2 drawer, right? Just like this. And then what we do is we actually place that in this block right here, which is called a framing table. Which looks, you make it with trim, and trim is just made like this, and this is another part of the, we can talk about trim later if we ever need to use it, but anyway, use the trim to make a framing table like this, and I made a framing table already, and I even started experimenting with what blocks we want to use. And the way this works is you put your frame drawer in here, and then you use whatever blocks you want. For instance, I guess I could technically put in trim, or I could put in cobblestone, and you can see now the front looks like cobblestone. Or similarly, I could put the cobblestone here and the sides look like cobblestone. And so what we do is we have these 3 different block choices, and we put in what blocks we want, and it actually retextures the drawer for us. And this will work just like a regular basic drawer, but looks way cooler and way more sci-fi and way more in tune with the rest of our base than having them look like they're made out of oak wood. So this right here is actually going to be our first of our drawers, right? And we are going to use this drawer somewhere over there, but we need to make more of these, and we need to make some, not just the one of these, but we need to make some of the 2x2 drawers or 1x2 drawers. So I'm going to set to work starting to make some of these, and then we can actually start setting them up. And I'm going to continue to color them like this. I think that this is actually a really cool system using this block, and this block. I think it looks really nice. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to make some more of these, and then let's kind of start getting to work on that. All right, so I made a whole bunch of these frame drawers, and now I'm going to actually start, I guess, framing them. So we've got 4 of the big ones, and I'm going to get 4 of the 1x2s. And then I should, yeah, it looks like I'm going to actually have enough to make all of these. And this is what I'm going to start with for now. I don't know how many I'm actually going to need. I might need more of the 1x2s. But what I want to do is actually start laying some of these around. So I just saw an Enderman. And I'm hoping he's going to come over here and try to hurt me. luckily, the reason I've kept this platform above us right here is entirely so that I can kill more Endermen. Just like that. Anyways, I've started setting up this right here, and you can see it's these are our drawers. There's nothing in them yet, and I've left an empty space right here because in the future, as soon as we can get our hands on some quartz, oh look at that, I didn't think we got anything from that Enderman, but we actually got another nebulous heart and another ender pearl, so that's great. Anyways, once we have some quartz, we'll be able to build ourselves a drawer controller, and we can start talking about how a drawer controller works. But for now, you can see I put the big drawers here, and then there's a 1x2 here. Oh, I'm sorry, the 1x2 here and here, and here and here, and then the 2x2s are all kind of over the place. And now is actually the time when we can start putting some of this stuff, like transferring some stuff from our chests into this system, which is basically our end goal. I'm not sure what just happened, but we just got attacked by a baby invisible skeleton. It was standing over here and it was shooting at us, and I could not figure out what it was at first. It was invisible, and I don't know why, but we did get a loot bag with some pumpkin seeds, I guess. So there we go. Anyway, the thing that I want to actually be getting done is to start transferring some of the items from these chests over here into a little bit more permanent storage. So I'm going to sit to work on that, and then once I have something, I'll kind of show you guys what I have. All right, I have obviously put some stuff inside here that you can tell. I'm thinking, this is actually most of the stuff that I want to put in here. I don't want to put any of the pieces in here because I have another plan for those. There's some random stuff I don't really want to take up a place for that I just don't have a lot of. I don't really plan to do much more sieving, if any more sieving of dirt. So I might just kind of leave some of this stuff that I don't really need in there. I mean, I can take the cobblestone to put it in there. And there's actually nothing in this chest, so I can put the chest in here as well, because I do have a spot for chests, and I do have a spot for cobblestone. But yeah, you can see this is all like the ingots and stuff that we're getting. The actual next thing that I want to do is start dealing with where I want to put this stuff, which is using something called a compacting drawer, which is made with some pistons and some basic drawers and iron and stone. So I'm going to start making some of the ingredients that we need for that. And yeah, that's my plan for the moment. So I just built us something called a compacting drawer, and the compacting drawer is pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. The compacting drawer is really cool because we can throw in something that we know we can craft into something larger and craft back into something smaller, and it will automatically craft it into this object for us. Right now there's not enough of any of these in here, but as we start to do more sieving of dust and gravel and sand and things like that, we're gonna need, I was just counting up all the ingots that we've been making, we're gonna need roughly 11 I think of these things. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Yes, 11. This one is for redstone. I'm out of redstone, and that's why I was only able to make 8 of these drawers, because in order to make them I need to make pistons, and pistons need redstone. So I need a little bit more redstone before I can make the rest of our compacting drawers, but it that's going to help us out a lot, and then we can just put all of our pieces directly into our system, and it'll be really quite easy to craft them into stuff. It'll actually do it for us, which is great. All right, I think that our storage drawers are looking pretty good. We are not quite done. There's obviously still a little bit more that can be done. I'm probably going to try to make some more compacting drawers sometime soon, and I may even start slowly moving some of this other stuff in, but also I just don't see need of storing a lot of that stuff because it's not stuff I really need or want. So I might just get rid of most of it. And then the other thing that I'm not really sure entirely what to do with yet is all of this random stuff, but some of it I can start throwing over there, I suppose. In the meantime, what I want to start working on is making ourselves a alloy smelter from Ender.io. This is like a superior version of our furnace, which I guess is currently making smooth stone. I forgot that I put that in there. But anyway, in order to make the alloy smelter, we're going to need a bunch of our iron. So I'm going to go get some iron. We need to make a machine framework, which calls for a basic capacitor and some iron. And actually, I already made the basic capacitor and threw it in right here. So we've actually already got that ready to go.
And then beyond that, yeah, it's mostly just iron and furnaces. So I guess I'll take some cobblestone with me as well. Right here is our, it's not a machine framework, it's a machine chassis. You can also make it with machine framework. Like it's either or, but this one requires fused quartz, and we don't have any quartz yet, so we're just going to make it like that. Now, what else do we need? I think I still need... So it's the 3 furnaces, the cauldron, and 4 more iron. I already have the cauldron made. Hey, I guess we just got a quest for that. There we go. See how convenient it is to just get myself some iron really quickly? I'm loving that. So then... Oh, I need one there. Put our machine chassis there, and our cauldron there, and we get an alloy smelter. Perfect. I'm actually going to take these iron bars, and I guess I'll put them... Actually, don't know where I want to put them yet. I'm just going to throw them there for right now. So, now we have this guy. Only, it says, you can already see it, it says no power. This thing requires power, and we haven't really played with any power generation yet. We haven't really played with anything that requires power. Luckily, over here somewhere, I should have something that's going to help us get us some power. So actually, if I transfer this crafting recipe over here, these mirrors, by the way, are made from iron and glass panes. They're really simple to make. And then what I'm making right here is actually a solar panel. So I am going to actually break this thing down. Good. Okay, so we've just put a solar panel on top of this thing, and it is currently in furnace mode. All smelting. Okay, so this thing has the ability to create alloys, which is really quite interesting. You can throw in 2 different ingredients into this thing, and it will blend them into one thing. So for instance, if we look at energetic alloy, that is made from glowstone, gold, and redstone, whereas vibrant alloy is made from energetic alloy and an ender pearl. And then we've got redstone alloy, I guess, which is silicon and redstone. You get lots of interesting stuff here. So yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. I think actually, I took it out, but actually I think I am gonna keep the chest and what am I saying? Chest and furnace, sorry, hopper in here. Let's see if I can do this. I think, yeah, okay, the hopper's going in there. This thing isn't getting a lot of power, but it's getting some. I'm gonna let it build up a little bit first, but the really nice thing about this is I will no longer have to get any the good thing about this is that I will no longer have to produce any fuel for it. I can start using our coal for other things. So we can actually just go stick our coal over in here. I don't already have a place for it, do I? I don't think so. That is for redstone, but I don't have any redstone in there yet. And there we go. This thing is charging up and getting some stuff in it. Once we need to smelt stuff, we'll be able to do that. It'll be able to, I think, happen faster as well, but I don't actually know. We also have the option of being able to put like speed upgrades and things like that in this to make it operate even faster, but it's going to require more power, so we'll have to figure out a little bit better power generation in the future. But for now, that solar panel is going to treat us just fine when we upgrade it for a better one eventually. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is starting to look much nicer than just having chests around. I kind of want to, in between episodes, I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff, get rid of some of these chests, keep doing some more sieving to get more of these resources and putting them into these compacting drawers so that we have those. But yeah, I think that we're doing pretty well here. In the next episode, something that I want to start working on is, here, I'll actually show you over here. So if you remember, in a previous episode, we worked on this stuff for Tinker's Tools, and we started making these tools right here. Now, if we want to make these tools better and we want to add metal components, things like iron and other fancier metals, we're going to need to build a Tinker's Smeltery. So we'll look into this book and look into materials in you, which you get when you start the world. We'll look at the smeltery. Smeltery might look something like this. It's got lots of different things that it can look like. But as you can see, this is like the basic smelter right here. It's going to require seared brick. It's going to require a whole lot of seared brick. Seared brick is made from grout. And grout is made from gravel and sand and clay. So what I'm going to work on in between episodes is getting a whole bunch of gravel and sand and clay in order to start making a whole bunch of grout. And then we're going to I'll also probably between episodes, I'm going to build another little island platform off of this for our smelter. It'll probably be in this general vicinity. I'm also going to clean up some of this stuff and make, I'll probably move this stuff into the same area as that. And I'm going to move all of this because I'm going to have it a separate platform just for cobblestone generation at some point. So that's something I'm planning on doing. But yeah, so that's definitely what I want to start working on our next episode, is getting a Tinker Smeltery up, because I would like to start making some metal tools. That, however, is going to be it for me today. I am done working here for today. Obviously, as I mentioned between episodes, I'm going to start working on the Tinker Smeltery, at least getting the grout and a platform for it, and then maybe we'll build it together in the next episode. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we are. We set ourselves up a... oh, actually, wait. Before we continue, or rather, let's actually look in our quest book, because I think we may have gotten some quests. I remember seeing something. It's not in this one. It might be in Endist Revolution. Okay, so I thought we would be able to get an advancement thingy for, like, a quest for this little line right here. But we actually can't, because we need to have this one complete first before we can actually officially get these two quests. And we need to make 4 basic capacitors. So I haven't actually made enough basic capacitors yet in order to complete those quests, but we will soon. I thought maybe we'd be able to open a couple more loot chests at the end of the episode, but we cannot, unfortunately. We'll have to do it sometime in the next episode. Maybe we'll just make the basic capacitors really quick in the next episode so that we can get the quest, because I'm sure we'll need more of them eventually. But for today, that is going to be all I've got for you guys. I am going to move on. I hope that in the meantime, you guys continue to be your beautiful selves. And I'm going to keep working while you guys are gone, doing some of the grindy work. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, if you haven't, or if you want to, or whatever. I'll see you guys later.